I wasn't playing that. Yeah, I was. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Tabletop Temple, where we paint, we play, and we pray to the dice gods. Although, I haven't really played anything yet on this channel, at least tabletop-wise, but I'm hoping that's going to change pretty soon. But in today's video, I'm going to be doing a deep dive preview into a world of high fantasy, iconic heroes, and an escalating threat to the world of Aetha. I'm of course talking about the Malice of Light Adventures board game. Based on the epic fantasy novels by Brady J. Sadler, the Malice of Light Adventures is a co-op boss battler for 1 to 4 players, and it's also designed by both of the Sadler brothers, Adam and Brady J. If you're looking for a great epic showdown between good versus evil with awesome character progression quite along the way, well then, my friends, you need to look no further, so stick around. In the Malice of Light Adventures, the villain isn't just waiting around, they're scheming. The game feels like a race against power, split into 3 monumental acts. Acts 1 and 2 take place on map tiles based on the places existing in the world of the novel series. Your heroes are battling minions, clearing peril tokens from the villain's scheme cards. Every scheme you fail to clear empowers the villain for the final showdown. Your goal is quite clear for the first 2 acts is to grow stronger and thwart the villain's plans, but only then can you feel challenged enough to face them in the finale. Now, the game is designed for 1 to 4 players, where you'll be taking on the roles of iconic heroes like Avram Kaust, Diana Brasson, Mylene of Wickham, or Ransel Osbury, each with their own unique set of hero action cards and talent cards. Now, although the game you're currently looking at technically is a prototype, the official box promises to come packed with content. Miniatures, both heroes and villains, double-sided map tiles, over 100 cards for minions, talents, relics, and encounters, and a set of custom hero and enemy dice which are very central to the combat itself. Each act is going to consist about typically 6 rounds or more, depending on the encounter that you're in, and each round consists of a single turn, followed by a single event turn. A hero's turn is divided into 2 phases, the act phase and the threat phase, and when you perform them, you do the following. Move, which is an optional step where a player is allowed to move to an adjacent area of choice. Next is action, which is a mandatory step where you perform one of your 3 main actions, which is attack, explore, and prepare. Finally, there's ploy, where you can run, which is extra movement. You can rest to heal and refresh a card, or search, which is where you draw a card from the search deck. The action step is truly where combat shines because it uses an opposed dice system. You roll hero dice based on your action's rank against enemy dice equal to the number of enemies that are engaged with you. This is where you pray to every single dice god you know, because you're looking for successes and critical success symbols, which combine to determine your total power. But you need to beware. The enemy dice can trigger an enemy reaction, like a counterstrike or a devastating treachery that forces the villain's peril effect. Then it's time for the enemies to activate for the threat phase. Any enemies engaged with you that haven't been defeated will activate, striking back at you and your companions, or moving to engage with other heroes or scheme tokens. Once all heroes have taken their turn, the event phase happens, where a single card is drawn from the encounter's event deck. This is where the villain will either scheme, or players will possibly face more minions to engage with. If all the event cards have been drawn, the act ends and the next one begins, except for the finale. The event cards will just be reshuffled into a new deck. The roguelike element of this game comes from your constant character progression. Heroes start with lock tokens on their powerful action cards, which limits their dice pool. In order to unlock their full potential, you must reveal discovery tokens on the map. Discoveries reward all heroes with a chance to gain new talent cards, which are new skills, or powerful relic cards, which is unique gear, or they allow you to remove a lock token to increase your action's rank and dice pool. Managing these upgrades is truly the key to be successful. Played cards go into your exertion pile and must be refreshed through the prepare action or other effects before you can play them again. Now, in order for the heroes to win, they need to successfully navigate the first two acts, enter the villain's lair in the finale, and defeat the boss in a climactic showdown. But don't stress it too much on becoming defeated during the first two acts. You won't lose the game this way. If you lose all your health during Acts 1 and 2, you just resolve steps to get back into the adventure, but the boss will be able to prolong its evil schemes. However, if a hero becomes defeated during the finale, everyone loses the game entirely, but if you manage to defeat the boss during the finale, you win the game. Now, everything I have shown you today are all prototypes, and while close, it's not to be considered the final product. If this blend of classic high fantasy, tactical, modular combat sounds exciting, you can look up more information up to date right now. The Malice of Light Adventures will be launching on Gamefound soon by Twin Tail Studios, the new publishing label from the Sadler Brothers. Not only will you get the core game, but the campaign will also feature a deluxe hardcover edition of the first 3 novels in the Malice of Light series. You can follow the campaign right now to access previews and be notified the moment that it goes live. Plus, by following, you will also get a free gift, the Cursed Relics expansion pack, which adds a great layer of risk versus reward gameplay. This is a must-back for fans of the Sadler Brothers design style, like the heroes of Terrinoth or Street Masters. Anyone looking for a high-stakes cooperative boss battler with endless replayability will truly find that this is a must-have for their board game collection. Now, the link to the Gamefound campaign can be found in the description below, and don't forget to follow it before the campaign launches to achieve your free gift. So, go check out the Malice of Light Adventures and be the one to save Aetha. But as always, I am your friendly neighborhood guru, and I will see you on the next Tabletop Temple. Goodbye, my friends.